Hi, it's Martin Chown. I'd like to talk to you today about three things. First of all, our continued response to the pandemic. Secondly, an update on major projects at Sellafield. And then lastly, celebrating success at Sellafield. So firstly, our continued response to the pandemic. It's a changing situation always. We monitor the situation with the pandemic, both in society and at Sellafield, and what we need to do to keep people safe whilst they're working at Sellafield. This month we've introduced 7 changes, and I'll briefly take you through what they are. So first of all, we've lowered the numbers on site. We've paused quite a lot of our work. We review that all the time and we'll continue to do so. We've changed our risk assessment, which is how we keep people safe at Sellafield. Please take your time to familiarise yourself with the risk assessment so you know what to do and how to work safely whilst you're on site at Sellafield and indeed in the offices. We've changed our site access arrangements. We've increased the number of buses at peak times, and we've also put less people on those buses as well to put more spacing between people as they come into work. We've expanded our test and trace facility for all Sellafield supply chain people and all of our families as well, and that can now use that facility. And lastly, we've introduced some temporary structures on site to augment our canteens so people can go and enjoy their lunch. They've got more space to do so. That was actually an idea that one of the teams gave to me in Thorpe Ponds just before Christmas. So thank you for your idea. It's great to see that now in place. Health and safety comes first, always at Sellafield. Thank you for the work you've been doing around that. Next for me, major projects at Sellafield. We've got a significant major projects pipeline. We spend £7.5 billion on major projects, which makes us one of the biggest infrastructure providers in the whole country. And it's vital that we're really successful at doing that for our reputation, but more importantly, for high hazard reduction at Sellafield. 3 of our mega projects to talk to you about this week. So really our SRP project, we've finished most of the concrete work on that in the ground now, getting ready to install tower cranes to build that huge building. On SCP, we're also doing the work to install the tower crane bases on that project. I saw that for myself when I was around in that facility a couple of weeks ago, and we've done the excavation work for the drains. On RAP, we've cleared some of the area. That's our analytical major project, and now we're making the central lab area as our next phase of work to redevelop that area for the continued development of our analytical capability. So great progress on our major projects, working safely and working well. Continued success for us and celebrating success is part of our manifesto. It's something I want to do more of. Part of that is what we do with our WAVE awards, as well as saying thank you to everybody for their work every day at Sellafield. The WAVE awards are part to celebrate what we do. We've had 180 responses to the WAVE awards across all the categories, which is a fantastic response. They're going to be in March, but each month in the run-up, we're going to pick out one manifesto WAVE award winner. And the first one this month, I'm delighted to say, is Utilities Operations for the work they did to restore the essential services to site whilst we had the lightning storms last year. They went over and beyond their roles. People came in off shift on rest days to work hard and relentlessly to restore all the essential services, the steam, the power, etc. that we needed to run the site and get all our operations back up and running in a time of great difficulty. So well done to you all. I visited the team myself personally as well, and I know they're really hard-working, great knowledgeable staff. Thank you for all that you've done. That's it for me this week. Stay safe, be kind. See you all soon.